Well, hey everybody, gold and silver both have a pretty good spike today. Gold is at 1373 right now, and silver is at 3082. So it's flirting upwards towards 31 again there on the silver. And there was a little discussion about copper, as bullion on on one of my other videos in the comment section. And I just want to talk a little bit about that today. Somebody asked me if I would just comment on it, and they were just interested in my thoughts. And I'll just say that today copper right now is at $4.56 a pound. And as far as copper goes, I don't believe that copper should be seen as bullion. A lot of sites offer it as bullion, and I think it's just a marketing term. I don't think that they're trying to compare it to a gold or silver. And a lot of these coins or discs are stamped, 3/9 fine copper. And again, I've worked with copper before on an industrial level, and the best copper that we could buy was oxygen-free copper, and it came in little nuggets. But most copper is just sitting in a barrel somewhere in a giant box, just waiting to be melted and turned into something else. And the thing about copper is it is useful. You don't have manufacturing without copper. You don't produce most of everything that we have. This computer, everything has copper in it somewhere. Cars are a big component, but I think the concern now with copper, or as far as the price is going up, is you have China obviously that uses lots of copper because they're a manufacturing economy. The other side of that is, as our dollar, the American dollar, becomes debased, China, who is a giant holder of American dollars, is going to be looking for some place to trade those dollars for. And logically, it's going to be, copper, oil, nickel. It's going to be for real things. Once they start to pile on and the dollar really starts to go down and the inflation really starts to go up, all the countries that hold our reserves are going to be trading our dollars for real assets. And this here's one of the old Liberty dollar coins that has a picture of Ron Paul on it. And it doesn't say 3/9 fine, which is great, because it's probably not, number one. But I think copper like this can be useful in a economic collapse type situation. If people lost complete confidence in the U.S. dollar and silver and gold prices shot way up, there's going to be a general hoarding of commodities anyway. And for copper that's already pressed into a coin form that makes it easy to trade with, I think this could be something, I don't want to use the word desirable, but this could be something accepted for trade. The dollar price of copper will go way up in a situation where China starts just dumping. I mean, just from our debasement side, and also from China pouring their money into the copper market, which is going to make the price go up as well. So there's going to be like a dual pressure on copper. One from it's going to be priced in dollars, is going to be more, and the investment from the Chinese, buying it, is going to push it up even higher. So I think there could be a time in a worst case scenario situation where something like this could come in handy. People will be able to afford this more than they will have an ounce of silver. And the same thing goes where people always comment, well, you don't want to carry an ounce of gold to a market because you're not going to be making a $2,000, $3,000 transaction. Well, what if silver goes up $500 to $1,000 an ounce? That's going to trickle down, and the rest of the commodities are going to be worth more as well. So my opinion is this: it cannot hurt to have a stack of these. And I'd mentioned before that my son and I were looking on eBay. There's a lot of the Coda rounds for sale, and they can be had for about $1.15 an ounce if you're willing to buy like 500 of them, and that's with free shipping. And so that isn't too bad. I mean, you're not going to sink yourself if you just took a shot and said, hey, I'm going to have a few of these hanging around just in case. That you never know. It's just an insurance policy. So that's my thoughts on copper. And I kind of think these things are kind of cool anyways. I would love to see people use these in the market just in general. I don't think any of us should wait for any kind of collapse to happen. I think if it's possible, if you have a forward-thinking community, that we could try to get our own community to try to use some of these. just in general, but that's just an aside. So that's my opinion on copper, and as far as bullion goes, you have a different opinion, let me know below.